Hello again, folks. I am Blunty, and this, for the heart of thinking out there, is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera, one of the most anticipated cameras to hit the world in quite some time. And if you don't know why it's so highly anticipated by now, then I'm guessing you're just watching this video because you like the sound of my voice. Everyone else who's come here because they know what the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera has on offer already. This video is going to be just a basic unboxing, what's in the box, and then I'm going to take it away and shoot with it and come back with a bunch of review videos. Now, I know that the people who are interested in this camera are going to want to know as much detail as possible because they're trying to make up their mind whether the asking price is worth it for them or not. So I will be splitting up this video, the review series I should say, into several different videos like I have done in the past for some other highly anticipated cameras. So I'll probably break it down like this. There'll be one video for the hardware and interface and settings and all that sort of stuff, so we can break that down in some good detail. There'll be another one where I'll look at its performance, of course, using native Micro Four Thirds lenses, because it is a Micro Four Thirds camera, as you can see. There's the logo there. Then we'll have another video looking at adapted lenses, so manual lenses, adapted Canon lenses. I've got a bunch of adapters and a bunch of different lenses I can try. I've got a wide selection to go through to see how it performs in that world. And then I might do one or two videos with a shootout, whereas the Blackmagic camera versus this camera or that camera. I haven't decided what cameras I'll shoot it up against yet, because it will depend on what I've got and what I can get my hands on. Hopefully I can do it up against the GH3, maybe I'll put it up against the Canon 70D, I should have one of those very shortly as well. If you have any suggestions or requests to make of which camera you'd like to see this shot up against, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Making no promises, but anyway. So I've already nicked the plastic here so I can get it off nice and easy. So let's peel this off and see what we get in the box. Now, as I said, most of you who are watching this, who are anticipating this camera, will already know why you're anticipating the camera, but for the rest of us, let's go through it a bit. It is a Super 16 sized sensor, so it's not the 2x crop that a normal Micro Four Thirds camera is. It is closer to 3x crop to match a Super 16 sized film cell, which means you get about a 3x crop out of your Micro Four Thirds lenses, so your wide lenses become less wide and so on. The other big deal about this camera is it shoots not only in Apple ProRes 422 high quality, so it's a super huge amazing quality codec is the word I'm looking for. I completely brain farted there. Apple ProRes 422 codec, which is an edit ready high quality, very lossless kind of codec that you can spit straight into your editing suite and away you go. It will also record in video RAW, CinemaDNG RAW I should say. It does not do it out of the box straight away. That will come in a firmware update, which hopefully should be very soon. Hopefully it'll even arrive before I've had my time with this review and have to send it back. So oh look, this note here is telling you exactly what I just told you. So there we go. So we got, hey, come here, software and manual, which is not a book at all. Instead it's an SD card, which, oh, come on, there we go. An SD card, which has the software and manual on there as well, which is a nice modern thing to do, you know, with most of us working on machines that don't even have CD drives anymore. We don't want a CD in the package, so that's convenient and smart. And because the Blackmagic Cinema Pocket camera thingy uses SD cards anyway, they're safe in assuming that anyone who gets this camera will have a ready to read an SD card. So let's put that aside for the moment. Now, obvious contents, we've got a bunch of adapters for the power supply, so when you are traveling around the world shooting your marvelous movies, you can charge your battery wherever you need to be. That is very considerate of them. And basic wrist strap. Actually, it feels very, very tough. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's not tough at all. But that's only the plastic cap. That's. We'll put that aside, shall we? I just tore that off there, and I'll try once more to get the power adapter out. Oh, it's all stuck underneath. So there we go. There we go. Come on, boy. So, oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. So, little DC jack on the end there. I don't know what the size it is. I've done 1.7 by the looks of things. It's been a while since I've worked in an electronics store, but small little one anyway, so you can charge the camera directly. It runs off these little batteries here, which is the ENEL20 battery, which is a Nikon type battery. Very easy, very common to get. They are used in Nikon's newer the Nikon 1 series cameras, not the V1, because that used a bigger, older battery that they use in their DSLRs, but I think all the rest of them use this, so they're pretty easy to get, modern battery, easy to find, should be common in all camera stores, and I bought off Amazon a couple of cheap third-party ones as well, so I can keep running and running and running as long as possible. Now, as for the camera itself, it is smaller than you expect it. You can look at as many pictures as you like online and you go, well, that's a very small camera, but until you've got it in your hand, you're not really cognizant of how small it is. Now, I'll do the comparison that everyone else who's got one of these cameras in their hands so far has done, and put it next to my iPhone. As you can see there, pretty much the same dimensions as an iPhone in height and width, obviously much thicker in depth. But that gives you an idea of just how small and portable this is for such an amazingly powerful camera, or potentially powerful camera. We don't know yet, I haven't tested it. So there's the little sensor in there. There is no in-body stabilization, unfortunately. So if you're using some of Panasonic's lenses, you'll be able to get in-lens stabilization because it is an active mount. So it does supply power to the electronics in the lenses. So stabilization will work, autofocus will work, and fly-by-wire focus systems will work. All of those things did not work on the dummy mount of the Blackmagic cinema camera, the big guy, which had just a basic 4/3 mount on there, which made life a bit tricky. But this is for making life very, very easy as possible out in the world. Some more info for those of you who are new to the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. It has 13 stops of dynamic range, which means the difference between the darkest darks and the brightest brights is very, very wide, so which is something that cinematographers really like because it gives them a lot of room to play with in the editing suite when they're color grading and color correcting and things like that. I mentioned the Apple ProRes and RAW video, didn't I? It records in 1080. It has metadata support, which is very important if you're working on productions with a lot of different cameras. You can set the metadata of your files in the camera so you can keep track of what shot was taken, where and how and when on what camera. It makes it very, very easy for post-production using multiple cameras. And the LCD on the back there is 800 by 480 LCD display, and it uses standard SDXC and SDHC memory cards, which pop into the battery door right there, just like any other camera would really. There's a little USB port there as well. But that is pretty much it to the basic unboxing and little general hardware itself. So in the next video, which will be in maybe a week or so, once I've had some time to actually play with this thing in the real world, we'll look at the hardware in some more detail. Then, like I said, we'll look at the performance. We'll put some adapted lenses on there. We'll shoot it up against a couple of other different cameras, and it will all be gravy. But for now, for those of you who have been anticipating me getting my hands on this camera so I could give it the old Blunty review machine treatment, it is here at last, and I am out in the world testing with it as of now. So keep an eye on my Twitter and on my Google Plus page for sort of updates and bits and pieces. I'm sure I'll be tweeting and talking about it from time to time, and sort of maybe even uploading a few frames or stills or something. But yeah, that is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. I am absolutely excited to get to grips with this sort of thing, because it is potentially a game changer device. I mean, if you shoot video, shoot serious video, I mean, not just these stupid little YouTube stuff, which pretty much any camera will do, but proper serious video, proper production videos, short movies and the like, and big production stuff that you need absolute top quality, top notch, high grade, crystal clear footage for, then this has got to have your jubblies in a fizz. Have your jubblies in a fizz? What the I want that to catch on. This has got your jubblies in a fizz. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. I want that on the boxes from here on in. You know how they put author quotes, reviewer quotes and stuff like that on the back of video game boxes? I want the back of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. Gives your jubblies a fizz. Blunty. Anyway, I'm out of here. I've rambled for too long for a simple unboxing. So, see ya. Catch you next time.